First tonight, SA's Salt Lake Speedsters. In our outback on a remote Salt Lake, some of the world's fastest cars and motorbikes are setting new world records. It's an international event, but it's certainly not for the faint-hearted. And Hendrik Gout filed this story from Lake Gedner near the Gammon Ranges.
There's nothing quite like it anywhere. You drive way past Port Augusta, past Iron Knob, 200 kilometres of dirt and a bit more dust.
The trip out here is, it is an adventure, but then that is part of the experience.
Then, shimmering in the sun, a salt pan, the waterless Lake Gedner. 160 kilometres of salt, sometimes 2 metres thick. Add 1,500 spectators and 100 freaky machines, and you've got Speed Week.
It really is going back to basics around land speed racing. It's where it all began. It's intrepid, it's an adventure.
The idea is simple. Take a car or motorbike and go flat out as fast as you can, or dare. There's American Jim Knapp with his Maro Special.
I said I get goosebumps all over every time I do that, without fail. I sometimes just go out and start it up in the garage just to hear it.
The neighbours must love that.
I live in a place where the neighbours don't mind.
They've moved out already, the ones that did.
And there's motorcyclist Kim Krebs, who's beaten the clock.
We have world records, we have American records and Australian land speed records.
Kim is also a volunteer organiser with host club Dry Lake Racers Australia.
We're just a bunch of amateur sports people, and although we only race for a week, it takes a year to organise.
But no organisation can compensate for nature. In the afternoon, a thunderstorm moves across the lake and 400,000 amps flash between earth and sky. It fries all the timing circuitry, and next morning competitors have to wait for repairs. Racing is postponed for a half day. Time moves slowly in the outback, especially if you want to speed. People like the AAA team, which runs the smallest bikes on the lake and which sets a class record. 'Twould be churlish not to celebrate. Eva Hackinson, officially the world's fastest female motorcyclist, this time isn't chasing a record on her three-wheel battery-powered bike. This time, the Auckland University engineer is reinventing the wheel.
So wheels and tires is the absolutely weakest link for land speed racing vehicles. It's a tiny little rubber patch. It's the only place where we transmit the power to the ground.
So her design has to be different.
So the kilojoule has done 270 miles per hour, and I'm building a new bike for 400 miles per hour, and the tires I run just can't take that speed.
Though her first run aborted, she pops the chute, the bike slows, it's handover to the recovery vehicles. While the flying Motor Guzzi of rider Andrew Dubell and mechanic Broat Rosenthal cracks a record.
It felt surprisingly slow. You somehow adjust to the space and the time, and it didn't feel like a new record-beating time.
So far away is the finish line that competitors here at the start can't see the end of the track because it's over the horizon.
Yeah, we run over a 9-mile track here, and it's really cool to see the cars just disappear over the horizon. All you see is this white pillar of salt coming off the back of the cars, and the noise is, there's a natural amphitheatre out here.
Craig Jericho has come from Woodner.
We've come out with our Mercedes 450 SEL. We come out and have a good time and enjoy life, and that's the way it is out here. Everyone's just friendly and helps everyone out. I would say it's probably the best spot in Australia. The sun sets out here, the sun rises, The whiteness of the salt compared to the redness of the earth, it's just an awesome, really, really good spot.
You want to know why I do this? I get to drive that.